Captain Paul for the Locker Room. If you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe. You know, I do a lot of breakdowns, whether it be highlights, doing a little bit of play-by-play, because that's just a lot of fun to me. Sometimes I talk about teams and their, I would say, chances of making the playoffs or how far they could go. But Dylan Ferguson for the Ottawa Senators, that's a topic I gotta cover. I will touch upon the Pittsburgh Penguins losing 4 in a row. They're just starting to slide. I covered them the other day. It just seems like they're slipping and slipping further and further. But let's talk about this Dylan Ferguson kid. What an absolute beauty of a story. On 49 shots, he makes 48 saves for a .980 save percentage. The one goal that he let in, yeah, probably should have had it. But he already had so many shots against him. There's only so much you can ask of a goaltender. He was absolutely marvelous in this game. He really did show a lot of potential. And let's go into the journey of Dylan Ferguson. Like, who exactly is this guy? Well, he's a 6'2" goalie, 194 pounds, from Latsville, British Columbia, Canada. He was drafted in the 7th round in 2017 by the Dallas Stars. And he's had a decent minor league career. He ended up getting traded by the Dallas Stars with a 2nd round pick to the Vegas Golden Knights for Mark Mathot. And then on March 2nd of this year, 2023, he signed as a free agent with the Ottawa Senators on a 2-way contract. Let's talk about his last few seasons in the minor leagues. In 2020-2021 with the Henderson Silver Knights, 1 game played, but he had a win and a shutout. Pretty good performance. He mainly played in the ECHL for the Fort Wayne Comets. In 11 games played, a 1.96 goals against average, a .920 save percentage, a 7-3-1 record, and helped propel them in the playoffs to a Kelly Cup championship. 13 games played, 2.93 goals against average, a .907 save percentage, and an 8-4 record. He was vital for them to win the ECHL championship. So what does he do the next year? In 2021-2022, he just played at the AHL level for the Henderson Silver Knights. 13 games played, 2.90 goals against, .907 save percentage, 1 shutout, 5-4 record. Pretty decent record overall. This year has been an interesting one for Ferguson, and it kind of shows his resilience. After attending Maple Leafs training camp, he was reassigned to join the Leafs AHL affiliate on a PTO. Ferguson made 5 appearances with the Marlies, then he was loaned to Wichita Thunder of the ECHL, but before even making an appearance, he was traded from the Marlies to the Belleville Senators in exchange for future considerations on February 24th. He was then signed to an NHL 2-way contract by the Ottawa Senators on March 2nd, 2023. He played 5 games with the Toronto Marlies, 5 games played, 3.12 goals against average, an .888 save percentage, 2-2 record. Not great stats. Ends up getting moved, plays 6 games with Belleville, 2.00 goals against average, a .935 save percentage, and a 5-1 record. And it looked like he did turn it around in the Senators organization, and he got his shot, his first ever NHL start, and he played fantastic. The one great thing you can take away from this is this guy persevered through a lot of stuff this season, and he was still successful. Coming into the NHL, having a .980 save percentage, not everybody can do that off the street. He played phenomenal. He made some huge saves. It was a little bit funny seeing him in Marlies colored gear, but man, I really love an underdog story. Could he help propel the Ottawa Senators to a playoff spot? I'm not going to go that far. I know the Hamburglar thing with Andrew Hammond. He went on a torrid run when he got called up and came out of nowhere. I don't want to put that on this guy. I think that'd be unfair because what Hammond did in that time was just remarkable. But he has shown he is a capable goalie, and I'm hoping for his sake, this gives him a little bit more prospects at the NHL level. He's only 24. And if you've heard me on this channel talk about a lot of goalies, they do not enter their prime until later in their careers. Will he ever be an elite goalie? I don't think so, but we don't know. But at the very least, he's shown the capability to be a pretty decent goalie at the NHL level. So I just have to say, hats off to Dylan Ferguson, sticking with the grind, going through a lot of adversity, and it just shows when you put your mind to something, you can accomplish anything in life. I'm Captain Paul. I'll see you in the next video.
What a night for Dylan Ferguson, a night he'll never forget, his first NHL victory.